it is, and the time right now. Let me see if I can show you what the time is. Yep, the time is 3:27. It is 3:27 p.m. when I'm making this video right now. I wasn't going to do one today because it's Saturday. Nobody watches them anyway. I figured nobody's going to be watching this anyway, but I read my comments and I take every single one of them to heart. I do. Because I know what it's like. And that I can help people, that I can affect their lives in the way that I've been told that I do, that the wonderful messages that you give me. I just had to come on and say thank you. And I see you and I hear you. And I know you're there. And I wish all the best in life for you. I do. I wish all the best in life for you. Now, most of you, if you've ever seen this channel, you know that I have a purpose in life. I do. Well, we all have a purpose in life, but I know specifically what mine is. I know it's amazing. It is. But I do. I know that. I feel it. I know it. My purpose in this life that I have right now is to be right here. Right this very moment. Right this very second with you. That is my purpose in life. My purpose is to be present. And there are people out there that need to know that there are people like me that are out there, that are genuinely here because of you. Because for some reason, for some small reason, you need to hear this. Whether it's for inspiration or motivation or a little laugh. This is my purpose in life. And I'm so glad I'm here right now. You make me happy. You make me feel good. And I really hope I do the same for you. I do. That is a big thing for me. Because a long time ago, in a land far, far away, there was a time in life I didn't feel I was necessary. I didn't feel that I was needed. I didn't feel that I belonged. And then one day I knew what I was here for. And I'm here for you. I'm looking at myself. What, if you see me looking over here, I'm looking at myself and I'm looking at my hair. I haven't even brushed my hair today. I'm sorry. I got up and I put it in a ponytail. And if you can see, I'm trying to grow my bangs out and my forehead is like 6 feet tall. So I just put it in a ponytail and I tried to get the hair out of my face. And the very first thing that I did it's a thing. I think it's one of those things that you learn from your mother or your grandmother, and you don't need to write it down. It's just one of those things you know how to make. But I know you'll like it. I know you'll like it. Yeah. Oh, my earpiece is falling out. Oh, and another thing I had, not a lot of people, but people have commented that I need dental work. I know this. And I've been to the dentist. We have a plan put in place, and as soon as I get the money to start it, I will have nice, pretty teeth. So, until then, you know what? Even if I had dental insurance, the maximum they would pay is $1,500. So it's not like dental insurance is going to help that much. But I will be working on that, and that's not a YouTube thing. That's a me thing. I need to get my teeth fixed because I think that is the one piece of advice, though the very one piece of advice. If you don't listen to another thing in your life, please listen to this. Take care of your teeth. They will last you a lifetime if you take care of them. So please, please, please take care of your teeth. And that goes for, drinking pop and sugary stuff and not wearing your retainer when you're supposed to. There's a whole laundry list of things that I did wrong, and I do regret it now, but if there's one piece of advice I would give everybody is to take care of their teeth. Absolutely, absolutely. 100,000,000%. But I've got a lot of plans. I do. I have a lot of plans. The end of this month is my trip to New Orleans. It's just a 2-day trip. It's more of a train ride, and then I stay. I get there, I think I'm staying 2 nights there, and then take the train ride back. It's a personal thing for me that I've always wanted to do it, and I've been to New Orleans before, but never for this specific reason. I want to go to the Vampire Cafe. I do. I want to go to the Vampire Cafe. So, that'll be at the end of this month, though. But until then, I think I'm going to work on whispering rambles a lot, page turning a lot, at home videos a lot. So you'll be seeing me at home, at my natural place. Oh my when I did these, so I couldn't show you. But they are $11.49, I think, at Ulta. But you can get them on Amazon cheaper. And I do have it in my Amazon store if you want to go down there. I think I have a list of the color FX, and they're only like $8 on Amazon. But I actually love them. I really do love them. I do. My chair is so squeaky. Oh, I have my Lady Gaga t-shirt on today. I do. I have a Lady Gaga t-shirt on. And like I said, I'm trying to grow my bangs out, so my forehead is like really, really high. Like really, really high. And the clips that I'm using are these. I got these at Marshall's. There was 2 pumpkin clips. They're in my hair. And then the other ghost clip. The other ghost clip is in my hair too. And these were $6.99. They were $6.99 at Marshall's. I love Marshall's and Team J Maxx and Home Goods. I love all those stores. Oh, and I also went to Five Below, as I told you I went there today, and I bought stuff. I bought some really, really neat stuff at Five Below today that I will show you the video this week, and there's a haul coming up. Well, actually, the haul is of all the stuff that I bought at the mall today, which wasn't a lot, but enough to do a video of. I do. I don't like spending a lot of money, and I try not to, but there are certain things that I want that I save up the money for to buy, and you'll see that in the haul. You'll see that in the haul. But yes, how are you today? Are you relaxing? I always wonder what you're up to. I do. I wonder what you're doing. Are you taking the kids out today? Is there still baseball playing? I think baseball plays until the Super Bowl. The World Series is on October, I know, but I don't know if kids baseball is still going on. Probably it's only September. And then everybody's gone back to school, which is so amazing. I remember when I was little, we used to go back to school after Labor Day. A lot of kids went back to school in August. I've thought about going to take some classes because I am so not technical. I know nothing about, how to edit or anything about this. I'm self-taught on all of this. I watch videos on it. I am self-taught. So I'm thinking my partner and I are thinking about going to a class at the local college just to get a course in what's going on in technology today. Yeah, the last time I was in a classroom was 15 years ago, so was it 15? Oh, it might have been longer than that. Yeah, might have been longer than that the last time I went to school. But yeah, we just need a little refresher course on what's going on. This AI stuff and this whole technology thing, the main thing we want to do is to just get everything online, like pay speaking of Survivor, and I know in no way this has anything to do with the Survivor, but this is my Beetlejuice movie review, I guess. I guess I should include it in this also. Went to see the movie Beetlejuice not this past Thursday, but a week ago. It was on, I think, September 4th. No, September 4th or 5th. It was on a Thursday, so whatever that day that was, we went to see Beetlejuice. And I think I talked about this briefly in a live or something. I talked about this briefly sometime, but we went to see Beetlejuice. We had tickets to what I thought was the 3 o'clock show. It turned out it was the 3:30 show, and we showed up at 2:15. So we were completely early. There was nobody there. There was the workers were there, but there was nobody. I thought there'd be long lines. I thought all of the merchandise would be sold out. I thought all these big things. So we got there early. We got there except first half an hour was slow also, so, you gotta remember that too. But yeah, 9 out of 10. I found it extremely enjoyable, and I won't be eating any more popcorn. No, I didn't get as sick as the last time, but still, eating a whole bucket of popcorn, well, 2 people. Okay, we got a refill, so 2 buckets of popcorn. So it was technically a bucket of popcorn each. And that's, oh my god, that's way too much. Way too much. Don't get to the movies that early anymore. No, I won't get to the movie that early anymore either. Absolutely not. But that was my Beetlejuice review because I did like the movie. I did like it a lot. I enjoyed it. Oh, I got to show you what I got also. I got this thing. I didn't know these existed. I knew that phone chargers existed, but I didn't know that they had these. I got this little charger for my phone. It has that magnetic thing on there. It's a little charger. You can keep it in your purse and charge your phone with it. And now I don't run out of batteries. I thought that was so great. I got this on Amazon also. I think it was $26. And I'll list that in my Amazon store too, but I think that is so neat. Like I said, I am so tech unsavvy. I don't know about all of these things. I'm learning. I've often thought about how it seems like I was more grown up when I was 25 than I am now. When I was 25, I was married, I was working, I was a mom. I had all these huge responsibilities on me, and I felt like such an adult at 25. And here I am, 55, and I feel like I'm a child again. I'm learning all these new things. I don't have the big responsibilities that I did then. I have a partner that he is amazing and takes care of all the things that I don't have to do. He supports me in every way and gives me encouragement to do the things I want to do. My son has grown up. He's got his own life, so I don't have that. And I feel more like a child than I did at 25. Am I gonna grow up again? Do I have to do that again? Do I have to grow up again? Or can I stay a child now? That would be amazing if I could just stay a kid now. I would really like that. I think I should do laid all of the lumber down. All of the new lumber down. We laid that down and just gotta hammer that in place, but it's a big job doing something like that. It is, but it's gotta be done. When you own a house, it is one thing after another that you have to keep working on, I think. Unless you get, you know what, even a brand new house, I'm sure there's things that you've got to do. I've never had a brand new house, but, you know, house is a lot of work. And speaking of houses, yes, I know you've all been asking, well, not all of you, but a lot of people have been asking when I'm going to get back to the haunted house stories, and they're coming. I mean, they are coming. Just have to be a little bit more patient, that's all. Just a little bit more patient. It is September 14th. September 14th. It is the start of the most wonderful season. I love autumn. I love fall. I want to go to get a pumpkin soon. But the closest pumpkin patch that we have from us is I think it's about 20 miles away. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Uber there to get it. I'm gonna have to Uber to the pumpkin patch. I know, there's no buses or trains that go there, so I'm gonna have to Uber to the pumpkin patch. Unless I can get him to drive it. And like I said, he has MS, so it's like one of those days you have to pick and plan your days. So maybe he'll drive me to the pumpkin patch. He has in all the past years we've driven, but like I said, MS is tricky, and sometimes you just have to pick the days. So, but I'm glad you spent some time with me. I'm glad we had this time to talk. I am. As I said, I think somebody